Hi, it's Jerry with I Love RV Life. When I did our live video with Joan, we mentioned something about, hey, we need to do a cooking show. Well, we're going to kind of do that today. So I am going to be introducing a guest chef, and we'll kind of show you what the meal looks like when we get started. This is going to be a lot of fun. Well, hi, it's Jerry, and I'm going to have a guest chef with us tonight. You've seen him before. You'll know him when you see him. He is a master chef, but we're going to be doing the basic thing you see so many times at the campground. Here's where we're at. We're down in Florida. You'd never guess that without seeing all the palm trees, would you? So it's a beautiful, beautiful evening down here at the beach, and we are going to be cooking out. And we're gonna have a little bit of fun. I've got our guest chef who's gonna be coming in. We're gonna be doing steak night, but we're gonna be doing it his way. I'll let him talk about what he does with his marinades and all this type of stuff. He's incredible, really. But let me show you what we're gonna be cooking on. You may have seen one of these in the past. This is by Monument Grills. We have been doing Monument Grill for a long time, but this is their new model of what they call their G22. The G22's been out for a while. We had an older version, except if you can make it out, this one, the shadows are going to be kind of harming us here. This is a tempered glass front end, so as you're cooking, you can actually see, what you're cooking and kind of keep an eye on things as things goes on. This is brand new. We've just got it. We're going to be trying it out. Now, I'll share this with you. You'll notice here that the grill that we have here is actually hooked up to our port. We have a port that's located right up under here that we can connect to the main tanks. This actually comes with a hose and a regulator that you can hook up to a 20-pound tank or a 30-pound tank, whatever you may be traveling with. And then this is a kit that I bought. You can get it off of Amazon. I will put it in the description here today. I think it's like 20 bucks. It comes with a hose that will fit this. These are 1/4-inch fittings, the fitting that you can put here, but these actually come with a hose that you can hook up to the tank. So this is something that I added to it. I did it on the previous Monument grill. I think this is going to be really interesting. One thing that I like about this grill, I had it on a little earlier, it's all stainless steel. You don't have any coals. And then you have these, make sure this isn't too hot, that's a little hot. You have these deflectors here. If you notice, here is your burners that are under here, and you have these heat deflectors, so that gives you the flavor from the meats that you're cooking. As they splash down and they smoke back up, it'll give you that flavor. And it's self-starting. Another thing, somebody just asked us, do we still like our Monument grill? Yes, we absolutely love it. It's easy to clean. Usually when we finish cooking tonight, I'll just take a paper towel and I'll wipe it out. And then you have this tray, this stainless steel tray that fits under here. All the cooking space is all stainless, but I'll pull this tray out, and it fits in a channel in there, and I'll wipe that out, and that kind of cleans it up. And then if we ever have to give it a good deep clean, it's just nothing more than hosing it down a little bit, squirting a little bit of Dawn on it, giving it a little light scrub, and then it's as good as new. So that's the intro to this G22. If you haven't bought one of these, we gave, I think, 4 or 5 of these away at the meetup that we had at the Florida RV show, Super Show this year. Monument was really, really nice and sent us some to give away, and everybody's loving those. They have some other types of things. It's just not all camper grills that they have. They have griddles if you want to use that for camping as well. And then when we get home, I'll have another surprise as we continue this video forward of something else that we're going to be trying by Monument. So anyway, stay tuned. We're going to be doing cooking on the new grill, and we'll introduce the chef here in just a minute. Here he comes. You got it?
Yeah.
You've seen this guy before.
Hey, what's going on?
What have we got, Joel?
Ready to cook some great fillets tonight.
All right, tenderloin night, huh?
Yeah, we've had them marinating for about 3 hours.
So talk about your marinade. What is your marinade?
It's a mixture of Italian dressing, sweet red wine, Worcestershire sauce, soy sauce,
You gonna give it away?
Hot sauce, lemon juice.
You gonna give it away?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Yeah, it's not a secret. There's some seasonings in there that I put, but the thing is you make the marinade the night before.
Right.
You let that marinade sit and kind of let those flavors infuse together. Marinate these fillets for about 3 hours and they're ready to go on the grill.
All right, so you heard it. He's going to give his marinade away, and it's incredible. So what I will do is you'll have to go, it'll be too much to put in the description. You'll have to go to ilovervlife.com and go to today's blog, and we will have Joel's steak marinade. You'll be the first to ever see this. All right, you need me to give these. So I've had the grill good and hot there.
Yeah, it looks good. I'm gonna put mine on first because y'all like yours a little.
We like ours mooing.
Y'all like y'all's mooing more than I do.
So one of the nice things about this thing gets really hot. And now this is the first time we've used this one. Oh, look at that. We like a sear. So we're gonna get a sear.
I know you put some olive oil on it.
I did treat it a little earlier, but you might want to do it again.
Spray just probably a little bit. I don't want that to stick to the. I don't want to tear up.
It's so hot. You might need to spray the meat, buddy. It's so hot.
Oh, it's fine.
You good? Okay.
Yeah.
You heard it here. So Joel, how long you been in the restaurant business?
Gosh, 30 years.
30 years. And you grew up in it, really. I mean, you started as a teenager in high school, bussing tables.
Yeah, just kind of stuck. Just something I enjoy doing.
And he has, as they say in the restaurant business, you've been around the block?
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah. So you've run kitchens and done a little bit of everything. So.
Yeah, I've done a little bit. There's nothing I have not ever done in a restaurant, so.
And as a result, you've been kind of, let's just put it like this, an amateur chef. Well, I call you chef, but you know.
I got a couple tricks up my sleeve.
You have, and you've made menu items and those types of things.
Yeah.
So I want you to see this. This is good old tenderloin.
Yes.
And you can see the marinade that's on there. And then of course, you got to hit it with a little bit of Montreal steak seasoning. And then one of the tricks is you continue to baste it with butter to keep it tender, right?
I do.
Yeah.
I'll put that butter, it just adds a little more flavor to it.
It does.
Adds a little more flavor. It kind of makes those grill marks shine a little bit when you take it off. It's nothing like before you eat a steak, seeing those nice, pretty grill marks on there.
And that's one of the nice things about this grill. So many of these portable grills, you can't do grill marks on them. You can't do a sear.
Yeah. And
this one will get hot. As a matter of fact, I'm looking here on the thermometer. The thermometer, if you can't make it out here, it's reading 500. And we can actually see that this is different than the one that we had before, buddy. Yeah. We can actually, you can actually watch. Yeah, you can see.
I like that a lot. That's
you can see flame ups. And that was the big thing before. We could never see a flame up. So, and this one doesn't do too bad. One of the bad things about flame ups is that when you have one that has the briquettes or something like that in it, that they get just crudted up with carbon and stuff like that, and then when your fats and your butters and so forth hit in, those charcoal briquettes, not charcoal briquettes, are usually something like a ceramic briquette. If you've got them at home, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You get those horrible flame ups. Well, if you look at this one, open that up, buddy. So if you look at this one, see you've got the tents, and the tents will keep that flame up from happening, yet you might not be able to hear it. You'll have that splashing of the fats that'll get down on the tents and make it really good.
This is a very nice grill.
Yeah, it is.
To have a grill like this that you can travel from one state to the next, hook it up to your fifth wheel, and then be able to cook a meal like we're getting ready to eat, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it does a great job. Yeah.
Like you could always get a charcoal and do all that, but I mean, this is there's a convenience factor.
It's a 5-minute setup.
Absolutely.
And then you have all the same capabilities with these really nice controls and the hot burners that you can come out here and actually do, really good meals. And, again, if you look here, you have minimum settings. So we'll do things like shrimp or fish or something like that that's on
vegetables.
Vegetables. Oh yeah, we're really big on doing veggies on these things as well. And so you've got a lot, you've got 2 different burners. You can set one side up for your meat, one side set up for your vegetables. It does a good job. It does a really good job.
Yeah, this is big enough to where you could, if you wanted to do burgers, dogs, chicken, you can fit, I'd say, a good 8 pieces on there for sure. You could probably put 8 hamburgers on there, and they cook evenly.
Big hamburgers.
Yeah, big hamburgers for sure.
Yeah, you could do, A lot of chicken. So show what was it scarred? Was it marked?
Yeah, we got a little bit of a mark there.
So we got some mark starting.
Yeah.
So you're gonna do the X pattern on it. A little bit more butter. Yeah, baby.
It's just continuing to do that.
Now you'll see it'll flame up for just a second. It hits that tent, it burns right off.
Yeah. And we're gonna shut that back for just another minute, let that heat kind of get back up a little bit. But
and you'll get a little splash of flame.
Man, is nice because I can sit here, I can watch the flames. I don't have to look every 10-15 seconds and miss having that heat, you know,
and you
letting all that heat out.
And not only that, you can ruin a piece of meat in 2 minutes.
Oh.
It'll flame up.
Absolutely.
And again, with these tents, you will get a little bit of a flame sear, but you don't get much. Right. You just get a second or two every so often. So yeah, it treats it well. Yeah, we were real happy with the previous version. But this one with the window is night and day. Now, if you saw the older version, the sides on those were stainless. This is some type of a power-coated metal now on the sides. But again, that doesn't take away from the ease of cleaning and what you have here. It's really nice. Well, here's Joni. Joni's doing the inside stuff. What are you doing, Joni? Making us salads?
I'm doing salads.
All right. And just making us some good salads to go with this. And then one of the things that we're going to be having is one of our favorites. Sorry, you're going to be hearing the exhaust fan going. But these are called brioche bread. And Joel did it with Parmesan and butter, real butter, and some garlic to make it good. And then, I can't wait for you to see the final of this. These are Parmesan encrusted potatoes. We use those little baby Goldens. Yeah, wait till you see those things. It'll be some kind of yummy, isn't it, Joni?
Yeah.
Absolutely. You bet. Let me give you some progress here. We'll take a look at this. Oh my gosh, would you look at those. Joel is a cook by touch. I have to use a meat thermometer, but he's been doing this so long, he can tell you rare, medium, whatever. Let's put it like this. We don't cook steak past medium. It's just a thing, you know what I mean? Wow, that's good. Yummy, yummy, yummy.
It smells really good.
It smells. I wish I could put that on the video.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that marinade with that garlic and the butter, man.
But yeah, those are ready to go, man.
All right,
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry. Let's eat.
Let's eat.
All right, open up a new bottle of wine.
Yeah, let's do that too.
All right, it is done. I can't wait to show you this. What a table tonight. Here we go. Joel, great job on the steaks. You can see we've got, I'll show you my plate. They're all the same. You can see the fillets with the Parmesan potatoes and the brioche rolls. I always blow that. Joan made us a great salad. We've got one of my favorite vineyards. We've got a Grassy Creek 2017 Chamberson Yadkin Valley. That's Elkin. You'll see us back up there in a few weeks. Joel, great job, pal.
Thanks, man. It looks good. That grill, I can't wait to taste this steak after cooking it on that new grill you got.
That's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. So there's only one thing missing. And the only thing missing is me sitting at the table eating this. I'll catch you later. Well, Joan and I are out on the road, and if you just saw the video recently, we were over in North Georgia, and we were doing some farm tours, and we went to this place called J. Moore Farms. Oh my gosh, and one of the things you saw us get, this is gonna be Southern now, y'all. We got us some green tomatoes, so we're gonna have fried green tomatoes tonight. Oh, it's gonna be some kind of yummy. And I've got the grill. I'm going to do this on a grill. I'm going to show you how we do it on a grill. I know some people have flat tops, and those are awesome for that. We're going to do fried green tomatoes on the grill in a pan. Works great. Now let me share with you how good these tomatoes are going to be when we get through with them. You can pinch a little bit of those tomatoes off. You can put it right here on your forehead, and your tongue will beat your eyebrows off trying to get to them. So let's get these things started. We're going to do this on stainless right now. I'm going to start with the first one. Just got a little bit of olive oil. Yeah, that's going to get good and hot. It's going to work out great. So we're going to get these started here. These are going to be really, really good. Now I've cut them kind of thin. Now, a couple different ways you can have these traditional. We're having them traditional, no egg white, nothing like that. We just dampen them. Joan put a little flour on them. She did all the prep up there. A little salt and pepper. We'll get those started. Now, if you really want to get fancy, I'll share with you a couple things that you can do that makes these incredible. You can take some fresh ripened tomatoes and just a little bit of onion, cut it and dice it when you finish it up, and then put that on there as well with a little bit of feta cheese. Lord have mercy, it's good. And so this is just going to be basic, plain old, just like Mama used to make, fried green tomatoes. Now, because I'm doing this on a grill, I am going to have to rotate the pan a couple times, but that's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and fill the pan full. I think I can squeeze one more in there. So the reason we don't use like a thick batter or, you know, any egg white or something like that, we go for, again, I'm going the traditional side. We're going to go with just the basic thin crust. You'll see this when it finishes up. We're going to go with the thin crust. So we're going to let these go for a little bit. It's going to take just a few minutes here. They're bubbling nice. Rotate the pan a few times, and I'll show you what they look like when I flip them over. I'm going to have to kind of talk over the video loud enough to where you won't hear the music. Yes, we have Southern Man going on over across from us here. A little bit of Leonard Skinner going on over there. Sweet Home Alabama. So we'll just let that go ahead so I don't get a strike here. You see the folks that are down there on the end of Bird's Branch. That's just a beautiful area. We're here in 11. This is site 11. Here, I'll walk out here. It's starting to sprinkle a little bit. We call this the front yard, number 11. It's one of our favorite spots here. It does get a little bit of sun in the afternoon, but that's okay. That's a great little spot over there. No sewer over there, but you can kind of see the setup that we've got here. It's pretty cool. And a lot of families are here doing some family July visiting. This is a great place to come this time of year. All right, let's come and check and see if these guys are bubbling. Oh yeah, yes sir, they bubbling. Those fried green tomatoes are done. Oh, they're done, except for two. We're going to go ahead and get the steak started. Now, we do our steak. Our son Joel, who has been a restaurateur for a long time. I'm not going to claim any credit for this. We use salted fresh butter, and it kind of adds to the tenderness. Now these are aged Angus fillets, probably about 1.25 inches. We're going to put a little flame up sear on them. We're doing that on purpose. I'm going to kind of flip them and mark them. Got the last couple tomatoes over there cooking. Now this will settle in just a second. The thing about this monument, it doesn't have stones under it. It just has a tint. So we're going to let that go for just a second. Just kind of splash that butter just a little bit. Let it just kind of settle. That's going to put a nice mark on here. I'm going to kind of move those around, let it finish up. There we go. Gently put those back on there. Look at that. All right, let's check our tomatoes and see how they're doing. Oh my gosh, GB and D, y'all. Look at that, GB and D. So we're gonna let those go for another minute. Now Joan and I like ours, I'll just say rare. Pretty on the red side. And again, learning from Joel, I do the touch method. So those got a few minutes. We're going to go ahead and touch a little bit more Syrah. Been sprinkling a little bit, drop the temperature about 10 degrees. Sun's coming back out. Stony Knoll Syrah. Fried green tomatoes. Fried green tomatoes. Have a little rice. I'll show you inside. We'll flip this one more time. I'll show you that. And then we're going to get her ready. All right, well, the grilling is done. So let's see what we got here, Joni.
Okay. Looks like some good stuff.
You got your fried green tomatoes. You got that. Look at the beautiful fillet. Isn't that a perfect finish? That is absolutely gorgeous. And a little bit of yellow rice to go with it. Those fried green tomatoes and this excellent Stony old Shiraz. All right, y'all. We're gonna feed our face. We'll try to do some more cooking a little bit later on. Well, that was fun having Joel over. We always enjoy him coming over when we're at the beach, and he's a great chef. And even if it's just something as grilling, he took that Monument grill and just did a spectacular job. But here's what I noticed. We left there and went up into the mountains, went to 2 different campgrounds over the 4th of July, weeks before, weeks after, and in the whole time we were out and about, we noticed that there were very, very large groups camping together. This might be 3, 4, 5 different campers in different sites, and they were all congregated in one big group. And then I realized the small grills, while that might be good for, say, maybe 4, 6, 8 people, it is a bit of a challenge when it comes down to doing something like 20 and 25 people, as we saw. And what I noticed is that they were bringing the grills from home. And I thought, oh, well, that's just brilliant. If you have a way to be able to do that, that's a perfect way to be able to go camping and then being able to entertain large groups and cook a lot of food. So I contacted Monument and said, hey, we'd like to see one of the bigger grills. I want to show you what they sent me. This is the Monument Mesa 400. This is a 4-burner grill. And one of the things that you'll notice here in the grill, it also has a side eye that you can use. And we've turned this on. This is brand new. We've just now got it, and we're going to cook our first meal on it tonight. And we've got it hooked up. You'll see you've got an area that we'll be using here in a minute just to be able to do our preparation. Storage for your bottles that you'll put down there, your 20-pound tanks, and do your hookup there. Now, one of the things that you'll notice is that we don't have any type of rocks or stones. And I think that's really important when you're traveling about and you're maybe carrying this to a campsite, because those stones shift, they're dirty, they're going to throw dust all over the place. And this just is still going to give you that great, boy, this thing is hot. It's still going to give you that great food experience that you get with a grill, with the juices going down on top of these burners, these reflectors that they have out there. And then you got a nice warming rack. The other thing that I like about this is if you're going to be cooking low and slow, you've got a little bit of a glass door that you can see through, and you've also got a nice thermometer here that you can see what the temps are inside. So that's really good as well. All right, Joan and I are going to have salmon, and we're going to be grilling some yellow and zucchini squash. You may have seen us do that before in the past. So let me go ahead and start getting this on the grill, and then I'll show you what that looks like as we cook it. We've got everything on the grill now. I'm not even using all 4 burners. I don't even need this one over here. I've got so much real estate, I can take advantage with this big pan. Look at this. These are grilling pans. If you don't have one of those and you like to grill out fish, and you notice every time you grill fish, it breaks apart, falls down into the grill, this prevents that. You still have the holes in it. It's perforated, so you get that nice, smoky flavor on top of the meat. And matter of fact, you can start to see the smoke maybe rising up here. It's starting to do its thing. And I've got so much real estate here. And then the other thing that we're doing, I think I may have shown this in a past video. This is our favorite summer meal. This is a mixture of yellow squash and some zucchini. And we just spray it with a vegetable spray, usually use olive oil, something like that. And then we sprinkle a little bit of a steak seasoning. This is that Montreal steak seasoning. You don't go too crazy with it. You can see just a little dusting on both sides. And I only do it once. If so, it overpowers it. But it gives a very unique, almost a meaty flavor to this as well. All right. So I don't think my handle has gotten hot yet. I'm going to go ahead and scoot this over, move mine just a little bit more over to this direction. And we're going to let this cook for a while. I'm going to close the lid, build up just a little bit of heat for that salmon. Oh my gosh, this is going to be good. I can't wait. Okay, this has got great heat. It didn't take long at all, maybe, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 minutes, something like that. Look at that salmon, isn't it gorgeous? Joan's piece, my piece. And then this turned out fantastic. I had to move a couple of the little thin ones over. They were getting done pretty quick. But you see this beautiful squash and the nice grill marks on it. All right, let's get it plated up. We're ready to eat. So this turned out great. The pan is the trick. It keeps the fish intact, and then the great heat that this Monument grill does. The heat is just absolutely perfect. You can dial it in with these big knobs exactly where you want it to be. Joan's salmon soy is going to be just absolutely wonderful, and you see our squash that is just grill marked. It's just to perfection. And then my teriyaki salmon, Oh, this is going to be good. Well, I hope you enjoyed cooking with Jerry and Joel. He even helped as well. And Joan was doing the inside work. She left the guys outside doing all the grill activity. It's been fun. 3 different meals, 3 different ways, all using the Monument Grill. If you're interested in getting one of these excellent Monument grills, whether it's a small one so that you can use it while you're camping, or if you need one of these bigger ones at home or to take on those special 4th of July events, look at the links below in our description or go to ilovervlife.com. And we've got a full description on these models that we have been using. This is absolutely fantastic. Love them. And if you want one, you can click on those links and you'll be able to find some of the specials that they're offering from time to time throughout the year. Thanks so much for watching. Look, I love cooking as much as I love RV life.